I met Dick Edwards and Scott Yaus in February of 2009. We basically asked Mr. Edwards if it would be okay for us to conduct water quality monitoring at various places around the farm. We had seen some data from Tom Fisher that showed Oakland Creek, which the Oakland View farm drains to, that it had very high nitrate levels. So we were very interested in kind of identifying where the source of nitrate was coming from and trying to figure out if we could somehow treat it. And really it took 3.5 years to build a relationship with the Edwards, and that's work really involved working with closely with our partners, with the Soil Conservation District, with the Natural Resources Conservation Service, with Fish and Wildlife Service to come up with a good project that would really address some of the issues that we've been observing in our local waterways. About 1.5 years ago we learned about Woodchip Bioreactors. Once I saw her presentation, I knew that a project like that would work at Oakland View or in Maryland because these projects mimic the processes that occur in natural systems. We started construction of the bioreactor by first excavating the trench for the wood chips, and that was a large trench about 100 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 4 feet deep. Then we put in the liner, which is about a 20 millimeter pond liner, punched holes in the ends and attached pipes coming from the drain tile line and going down to the downstream box. Then we put in the downstream box, the outfall for the downstream box, and finally put in the upstream water control structure where we diverted water into our practice, and then tied it all in together with the plumbing. So a bioreactor works by taking water from a pipe, in this case an 18-inch drain tile line that collects water from most of the production area of the farm, plus there are some field drains, and bring it into this pipe. It comes to the box where we have a dam, a little dam that's about 18 inches high, and that basically diverts low flows into our bioreactor. So water hits the dam, goes into an 8-inch pipe here, and goes into our bioreactor pit. If you get a high flow, like a storm flow, water comes into your box, rises up over the dam, and then just continues on down the 18-inch drain tile line. And the way the bioreactor works is that the wood chips basically are a host for denitrifying bacteria that basically live on the carbon in the wood and convert the nitrate in the water to harmless nitrogen gas. And 70% of the air that we breathe is nitrogen gas, so it's totally harmless.
Taking a look now from Chopper 16, that may look like just a giant patch of dirt, but it's actually Maryland's first woodchip bioreactor.
So really this system is non-mechanical, and it mimics the processes that occur in a first order stream. So the same kind of processing that you get in like a forested wetland or a small stream going through the woods, you get in a more concentrated effect here in this woodchip bioreactor pit. And essentially a denitrification wall works the same way.
The denitrification wall is on the outside of this site. It's approximately 294 feet long, and it's 7 feet deep by 7 feet wide. It's a mixture of the soil and sawdust, and what it does is treats shallow groundwater moving off of that farm. And studies have shown that it can treat nitrate in groundwater, reducing it to approximately 0. So we're hoping that we get that 100% reduction at the Oakland View site.